Hi, welcome back. So today we're reviewing Alpaka and particularly Alpaka's Bravo Sling Mini. This is the limited edition one. Before we get into it, just want to say many thanks for Alpaka for sending me this, also sending the tech kit and also the Elements tech brief, which I'll be reviewing separately in subsequent videos to come. So let's get into it. So here it is. This is the limited edition version. So this is the VX21. There are some other X-Pack versions out there. I think there's a VX42 or something, which is a more denser material compared to this one. But this is a really nice kind of feel. It's got weatherproof zips on there. It's got little loops here on the attachments for the actual strap itself. The weatherproof zips are very nice. On this top one, it's got the ability to put a lock through it so you can make it a bit more secure. They kind of open as you'd expect normally, so it's kind of like a D shape in terms of opening rather than straight across the top. And then inside you've got Alpaka there, which also says limited edition. This is the fabric is a 210D fabric in orange, so ripstop fabric, so it's quite a nice addition to the standard one as well, so that's a really nice feature. You've got a big main pocket here with like a little cut-in pocket which is actually slightly padded, and then two other additional, let me just show you, pouches with inside. Then you've got another zip on the front which is also weatherproof. You can also got a leash as well, so you can put your keys on there. That's quite a handy little thing with a quick release. And then coming back round to the back, it's kind of got a standard weather resistant material on the back here. I wouldn't say this is fully waterproof because of there's not tape seams, so the seams are just your standard kind of material around the outside. But overall, really nice feel to the bag, and it's got this lovely detail on the front here with like a little, and then a pull handle there, which kind of you can then loop it onto something if you wish. So as you can see, this is a 4 litre. So if I just grab some stuff, you can kind of just load it out as you would: cables, a battery pack, maybe even you want to have your phone in there, and some pens, my car key, and maybe some cards as well. So that's your main bit done. So you can zip it up quite nicely there. I do wish that the zips maybe had like a little bit of cord on there, something that you could really get hold of them and zip them up, but that's only a personal preference from my side. And then in here I've already got a couple of bits, so I've got a little torch and some lip seal, so you can attach your keys in there as well, put your keys in there, and then if you want something, maybe you could put some money or something in the back there as well. So as you can see, this is 4 litres as I mentioned. It fits quite nice. Let's try it on, but before we do that, let's get onto the strap. The straps are very kind of hard resistant, reminds me of kind of a seat belt that you get in your standard car. It's obviously just adjustable here, and then it's got a nice kind of little loops here to make sure that these don't flap around as well once you've adjusted it. So fidlock as well, so you really have to pull it up and that releases, so really make sure you get that up really nicely, and then it just clicks back in. To show it on, let's just quickly put it over. So as I mentioned in my Bellroy video, please check that out as well. 6'3", so as you can see, kind of sits quite nicely on the body. And I tend to find that sometimes with a large sling, so the Bellroy was a 7, I ended up kind of filling it all the time, and the zip was in a different location. I actually feel a kind of a D or a C shaped sling zip is quite a nice feature. You can obviously like hook on, Alpaka also do like a key release, so you could probably clip that on there as well. This is kind of a bag that I think they aim it at like a Nintendo Switch size wise, so you can get a feel for how big this is. But I feel like you can carry this enough without carrying more than what you actually need. A lot of the time with a sling or anything really, you end up putting more in it than what you're actually intended to do, whereas this kind of sits in that nice in-between stage of not being too big, so you end up putting more in there, but not being too small where you can't actually get everything in the sling that you actually want to. And the weight distributes quite nicely as well. I'll just put that back on. With all that stuff in it, it fits really nice. It doesn't really pull down on my shoulder either. It's a very nice bag. You can zip it all the way. Obviously there's double zip pulls on the main compartment, singles on there, weatherproof zips, YKK, and then obviously this fidlock. I quite like this fidlock. I've never really had one like this before, but you really do have to kind of pull it up to get it to release, but it clips back in really nicely, and this is something you've got to get used to. So yeah, so there you go. So this is the Alpaka limited edition Bravo Sling Mini. Check out their website for other items as well. Many thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. In a bit.